Chelsea, what up? Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. We're all praying for grace today. So, today's Grace's Day. So, I'm gonna, sorry, I know. Everybody's had to wait a little bit. My life kind of went to hell over the holidays. I couldn't get any work done. Somebody was always taking off of work or not going to school. And dogs are barking. It's I can breathe again. Life is back to normal, whatever normal is in my crazy world. So I started off with I asked I asked Brandon for a song for you, and even though you're not his child, this is what he came up with. So I have a feeling that um, well, I think you'll understand. So Alexa, resume. Comes across. Be a song from him to you, so that I think you'll understand why you picked this one. Oops, I should have let it play with more because you know what it is. You probably know about the first chords so I won't waste too much of your time with it. Alexa, pause. So, Google the words to Guns N' Roses' "Sweet Child of Mine." That's what he picked. They love to talk. They love to talk through music. So, he made me cry when that came on. So right now, he's he's got one of those dustpan things on a stick, you know, when you set it down and the little flapper door comes open and you sweep the stuff in there, and then when you pick it up, the little flapper door goes closed. I don't know if you have one like that. It's not just a dustpan. So I don't. Let me see if he'll tell me why he's doing this. I don't know if you just recently broke something and had to scoop it up, or if he knocked something off and it broke and you had to clean up the mess, or you spilled something. I kind of feel like that, but I also feel like he's cleaning up some of the mess, not physical mess, emotional mess. He's cleaning up, he says, cleaning up some of his mess. Hang on, I'm asking him something. See, you don't have to talk to him out loud. He can hear you. He can hear your thoughts. It's you can do it telepathically. Mm-hmm. He's not. Come on, man. Well, he's not. Oh, he says many things. Many things, many people. Many things, many people that he's cleaning up the. He says emotional scars. And then he goes like this. So he's still doing some healing right now, cleaning up. I think, I know I told some of you when we get up there, it's like peeling the layers of an onion off. And it doesn't just happen, boom, magic. you're done. It doesn't quite happen that way. You get cleansed. They work with you. So he's still peeling off the layers of this heavy earth and a lot of the crap that we pick up down here, and each layer we hold on to it, and another layer we hold on to that, and then we hold on to that. Well, he's still working on peeling that shit off anyway, but he's still working on helping you peel some of that off. And okay, let me ask him. I'm And they don't usually give me details. They'll give me just enough that you understand. It's like I always say, it's none of my business in between. Something about peeling off your layer of the onion concerning something with your children. And he's showing like he's grabbing a layer of the onion off of you, and he's pulling and he's pulling, and he says she's being stubborn. She's not letting go of it, but he's trying to get that off of you. He says she wants to hang on to it. He says, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. So I don't know which part he's talking about, but it's something to do with your children. And it's part of that heavy stuff that he wants you to get rid of now, not wait till you get up there like him. And he said, then he said, happier days are here again. He was singing that song, Happy Days Are Here Again. You don't want me to sing. And then he says, angry. Not sure where he's going with that. All right, well, you would think I know. I see enough of your pictures to know how old your youngest one is. He's shown himself plopping down on the floor, being cross-legged. He leans forward and he pats the floor like this. He's patting the floor like this, like getting your youngest one's attention. I think your youngest one's older than, but anyway, crawls across the floor to him. Crawls across the floor to him. So even if your youngest one is old enough to walk, he's still going, come on, come over here, come on. He's playing with him. And the youngest one absolutely totally sees him like a person, like a real person. He says, I am a real person. I am real, Rhonda. Okay, so he's showing sitting cross-legged on the floor. He's patting the floor. The baby's crawling to him, and the baby stops part way. So you might watch for this. And as the baby's crawling, he looks up over his shoulder. And the baby is he's turning to the right, so it may not make a difference exactly, but it might. And he's looking up at somebody standing there. And Buck is standing there, back behind, watching, but the baby sees him. And he looks up at him, and he smiles, but then he turns around and continues to crawl towards Brandon. He gets over there, he crawls up, and he sits in Brandon's Indian style crossed legs. That made a lot of sense, didn't it? And he's sitting there in Brandon's lap on the floor. And he's got something kind of down almost in his lap, like a piece of paper or something. Okay, see if I can explain this. Brandon's got his arms around him, baby's sitting in his lap. They're sitting Indian style on the floor. And this is evidently important because he's making a longer deal out of it. And the baby's looking down. Brandon's got his hands down in front of the baby. They have all four hands down there, kind of together. They're doing something. And Brandon gets out a pen, and he's writing on this piece of paper that they're both touching. And it says, "Mommy loves you." Don't know why he's doing this. And the baby turns around and looks up at him and reaches up and touches the side of his face, like very lovingly. And then the baby points up above him, and there's an angel right above him. And the baby sees it. And Brandon says, yes, they're everywhere. And Brandon's telling him, yes, you will be special someday. You will make your mark in this world. Now I feel like, wow, like there's a multitude. And I'm not talking about like 3 or 4. I'm talking my house feels full, totally full right now. Just there's a multitude, but they feels like most of them are higher ups. Not just past loved ones. And it's like I can see, well, now they're coming through as people. Usually when they show me a multitude of people, it's just a bunch of silhouettes out there because it doesn't matter who they are. But I see people and they're in color, and there's just people after people. It's like a crowd at a rock concert or something. I mean, you know, you were standing on the stage and looking at them. And up above them is a shit ton of angels. I don't know what the hell's going on. Brandon's telling you not to pressure him. Let him be. There are that many around him, guiding him. I don't think I've ever seen so many. Well, maybe a couple times, you know, for one particular individual. And they're all centered on your youngest one. But that's so weird. I can see all these people in different clothes and different color, not different colored skin or anything, but oh, there is one. Don't ever appear that way. Not to me. Not when there's that many. In different styles of clothes. Like, it's not like just the generation before you, it's generations back and older and different. Like, I'm talking way back. It's almost like from the front, like, which would be the newest ones, and going back like generations and generations and generations and generations ago. I don't know what the hell this is. But for some reason they've all stepped forward. plus all the angels up there. Wow. All right. Oh, they're still stuck on this. Let me see. He says it's real, sis. I don't know. You must have a special boy. So you might just watch him as he's toddling around. Like I said, I don't remember how old he is. It's going to be something very special about him. So they're wanting you to let him fly. Don't hold him down. Don't try to clip his wings. And watch him as he grows up. He's going to say and do things different than others. But he'll be guided to, I want to say this. He'll be guided to do things different, to say things different. The thoughts and the feelings that come out of him will be different because he's going to be guided by all of this into something that he's supposed to be doing in this life. And it's going to be big. And you don't have to be the president of the United States or anything like that to have this much of a wave effect on whatever it is he's supposed to be end up doing. You can have cowboy boots on and a dirty work shirt and still have this effect, if that makes sense. Oh, he's going to spend the whole reading on this. Hang on, let me see if I can get him off of it. Or if I'm supposed to, I'm not sure. Okay, I finally got him over here. Those people are all still over there, just as plain as day. Got him over here. He says, I love you, sis. And as he says it, he's in my, this is my right ear. I don't know why my videos look weird. Anyway, and I feel like I don't know that he's actually pulling my ear because I didn't feel the tug, but I felt like somehow my head was being drawn down as he's over here. He says, I love you, sis. So I don't know what that feeling will be for you, but watch your right ear. Listen for the mumbling, or earlier I got a really high shriek in my right ear. It's almost always my left ear. This time it was my right ear. And feeling like I'm being pulled in some way. Not pushed, pulled. So maybe he's trying to get you to listen better. This side will probably get hot or tingly. And just so you know, seeing how I'm finally back to my normal schedule, I hope. And you had already, I decided to do him first because he always peps me. I've only started out with the song that made me want to cry. Because I love talking to him. He says to tell mom, he's showing Brenda like standing in the house somewhere, and all of a sudden she jerks her head and looks back off this way. He said, yes, that was me. Tell mom that was me. I don't know if it's something she heard or something she saw out of the corner of her eye. Like I've told you guys, your peripheral vision, that's when you kind of see them walking by and you turn your head and then you don't see them. But for some reason, she was looking like almost back off into another room. But she jerked her head because she must have thought she heard him. He's not saying which it is, which doesn't matter. He's just confirming that was him. Okay, now I'm getting the weirdest Do it again. It's not even like my normal. You've probably seen me when they get really close, my head starts feeling like headlights and I start itching. This was like different things touching my scalp, but it wasn't like bugs crawling. It was, I don't even know how to explain it. It was almost like lights twinkling, and that doesn't make any sense because that's not a feeling, but it was, there it goes. It's, gosh, I don't know how to explain it. It's, I know it's him touching me, but it's, do it again. It's not like that. It's not like a bug crawling. It's not like a pin sticking me. I don't know what word to use, but anyway, it was just like boop, 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 just a bunch of different places, like it was twinkling almost. He's doing that to you. If he hasn't, he's going to. I don't know what he's saying. Reward yourself with some ice cream, and he's showing you licking an ice cream cone. Did you just have an ice cream cone? If not, he wants you to have one for some reason, and he says when you do it, he wants you to think of it as a reward to yourself. All right. He pushed for another song that he wants for you. I've never heard this song, but my legs got goosebumps from the knees down. Never heard it. But as she announced who was a part of this song or part of the group or something, there was somebody named Chelsea, and the song is called Baby Son by John Mark McMillan, McMillan. So see if you can find the words for this song because I just started listening to it. I paused it. Hang on. Alexa, play. As something's touching my hand that's holding it. Somebody is. Alexa, pause. My whole body was covered in goosebumps, and I don't even know that song. It's a religious song. I'm assuming they're singing about Jesus. I don't know what this whole reading's about. Pay attention. Don't take it lightly. He's talking. Damn. This is very powerful. Very powerful. So, look at it different. This isn't about Brandon. It's about your son. Don't know what it is. I hear treat him different. He's special. So Google the words of that song and I don't know what else to say about it. I never had a reading like this. So I expected ornery, uplifting jokes. Oh, he says, I'm going to fuck with her. And he's showing somebody holding a sword, and he's making me want to cry. And because the person is laying the sword down, letting it go, giving up the fight, and they're hugging. I'm not sure who they are, but it's more of a metaphor is the word I want to use, but it's not about showing the individuals. It's about showing the thing that's supposed to be done. Damn. Now I'm back to my left ear getting an. See, yours was the right ear. My left ear, and it's getting, the shriek is getting louder and louder. I have tinnitus, but when it's one ear and it gets extremely high pitched, that's my higher ups. That's archangels or something up like that. So I don't know what to say. I honestly don't. Oh, he says I'm still gonna mess with you. He's being very serious this time. Totally not his usual character when it comes through. He's got, I was gonna say he has his arm around, but then it changed to there's an older man that has his arm around Brandon. A grandfather type figure. I always say type figure because they don't have to be blood to feel like a grandfather. And he has a dress hat on. He's got kind of a brown suede jacket on. Can't really see. He's got a cigar or a pipe or something smoking. It's not a left-handed cigarette. It's so when you get that smell, well, we know what the left-handed cigarette smell is. We know that's Brandon. When you get, I don't know if it's supposed to be a cigar or a pipe, but anyway, it's different than a cigarette smell. Know that it's this guy, and he's very soft, he's very gentle, but he's very powerful. He has to be somebody that you knew, somebody related to you. He's a grandfather type figure. Got his arm around Brandon, and yet he's soft about, but you just know when he's there that he was, I don't want to say a force to be reckoned with, because he doesn't give off that strong energy. You just know. You just know he's strong. And he's there to help too, so if it rings a bell and you know who that is, call on him. Or just call on the grandfather type figure that Brandon is. However you need to do it, you need to call on him. And he's got Brandon. And Brandon is, I don't think the guy's really taller than him, but Brandon is looking up to him, so that he's looking up to him. It's not that he's a giant guy, so don't let that throw you off as far as the size. Brandon is looking up and admiring him, is what he's trying to show me. He looks up to him, not at him. You're going to have to let me know if you know what any of this means. Somebody just said you too, Rhonda. I don't know which part of this they mean you too. Oh, higher up. You too, Rhonda, you're higher up. You are a higher up. Wow, wowzer. But that wasn't them. They're in front of me. I don't know who that was up here, but they're up here. You need to change the way you look at things. It's talking to me and you, whoever this is. Change your perspective, change your view, change your outlook. Change your love. It's all in the cards, but you have to let it flow. It's talking to both of us. The time is now. I don't know who I'm channeling right now, whether it's one of your guides, our guides, a higher up. It's definitely a higher up. I don't think it matters that we know exactly who it is or what their name is. Michael, Archangel Michael just showed up. Then now there's a multitude of archangels coming in behind me. I have no way to prove that. And I haven't worked with them very close lately. This is because of something on your end. And I hear the baby born in a manger. And whenever I see Jesus, he always stands with his hands out and lets me see the holes, and he's standing over there, just making his presence known. He's kind of back. I'm waiting for them to tell me why they're doing this for you. This is way more than anything about Brandon. He's just a part of it. Don't know how this is going to fit into your life. I know that if Bob hadn't killed himself, that I would not be doing what I'm doing now. I would not have been guided to do this. He drew me to this. He worked side by side with me to help teach me this. So it feels like kind of the same thing with Brandon. So I don't know how this is going to fit into your life. But Brandon just bowed down to you. He's being very serious this time. They're trying to open your eyes to something much higher up. And Brandon's the key to get you there, just like Bob was the key to get me here. You know, look, both of them had to do a suicide. Well, hopefully they'll tell us later. This is just like the door opening. And I don't think it has anything to do with you're not going to do work like I do. It's nothing to do with that. Not sure what, though. It's something you have to start looking at different to get there. They're all being silent. And actually, I kind of feel like all the energy's pulling back. Except for Michael. And all those people are still standing there. They're not gonna, dang it. They're not gonna tell me anymore. They're all pulling back, I can feel their energy pulling back. for Michael. Always call on Archangel Michael. He is the protector. He's the one with the sword and the armor, and ask him to stand at your back. And it's about way more than just any earthly little struggles. They're actually minor compared to the other things that we're supposed to be doing. So I don't know, this isn't the reading that you expected, because I sure the hell didn't expect it. Now the little stinker, it's like he's got his finger on my head and he's pushing on me. Stronger, stronger, stronger. And that's the right side, if it makes any difference. So, okay, listen for the little clues. Listen for the crazy little ideas you get in your head, the crazy little thoughts, because I'm getting that they really haven't been pushing it on you, but they're going to start. So whatever this is, don't block it out. Don't poo-poo it. Now I'm getting it here. Getting my attention. Pay attention to it. They're trying to get they're going to start trying to get your attention for whatever reason. I guess we'll watch it unfold. And I think I'm not going to say 100%, but I think it all has to do with your son. Okay, well, they're pulling back, so I don't know what else to say. And Brandon's he's not going to be ornery today. He's being very solemn and serious around these people. But know that he's with all of them. Especially this grandfather figure and his dad. I don't know what else to say, but wow. Okay, if you want another reading, if this isn't what you were looking for, which probably isn't, you'll have to let me know if any of this makes sense. It does in my world, but I don't know if it's going to make sense to you. But this is kind of an amazing day, like Amazing Grace. Or Amazing Grace. So, send some prayers out for her. Anybody that sees this. She's going to need them. All right. They've all pulled back. Let me know. Let me know what you want to do. You know, I always do something for you guys. Even if you just want a quickie, just say, hey, Rhonda, give me a quickie, and I'll give you 5 or 10 minutes, you know, or just a little hug from heaven. Hey, how you doing? I love Brandon. I love talking to him. That's why I started my day off with him. All right. See you later. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. Much love to all of you over there. And hey, if you see me, come give me a hug somewhere, because I may not realize it's you if you're walking in, if I run into you somewhere, because I have this thing with faces, so you may have to say something to me. See you later.